Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. It's a privilege to stand before you and discuss a topic that holds the potential to reshape not just your perspective on life, but also the very way you approach its challenges. Today, we delve into a profound yet simple truth. Don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits. When we hear this statement, it might strike us as motivational, a rally to push beyond boundaries. But if we pause and truly reflect, it becomes evident that these words are a philosophy, a framework for growth, and a lens through which we can view our potential. We live in a world full of infinite possibilities, yet so often we confine ourselves within the walls of doubt, fear, and complacency. The aim of our time together is not just to inspire, but to equip you with the tools and mindset needed to break through those walls and discover what lies beyond. Let me begin with a question. What is the first thought that comes to your mind when faced with a daunting challenge? Is it excitement at the opportunity to grow, or is it hesitation rooted in fear of failure? For most of us, it's the latter. The truth is, challenges are intimidating. They push us into uncharted territory, force us to confront our weaknesses, and often make us question our capabilities. Yet, paradoxically, these very challenges are the gateways to growth. Without them, we stagnate, remaining trapped within the boundaries of what we already know and can do. Challenges are not enemies, they are teachers. They test our resolve, expand our horizons, and unlock potential we never knew existed. But what happens when we limit these challenges, either by avoiding them altogether or by not fully engaging with them? We unknowingly reinforce our self-imposed limits, shrinking our possibilities and denying ourselves the chance to grow. Think of it this way: every time you say, "I can't," you build a brick in the wall of your limitations. But every time you face a challenge head on, even if you stumble, you chip away at that wall and move closer to realizing your full potential. This brings us to the idea of limits. What are they, and where do they come from? Some limits are real boundaries imposed by physical laws or external circumstances. For instance, no matter how much we desire it, we cannot fly unaided or reverse the flow of time. But the vast majority of our limits are self-imposed. They stem from our fears, doubts, and preconceived notions of what we can and cannot do. These limits are born from experiences, societal expectations, and the narratives we tell ourselves. Let me share a story that beautifully illustrates this point. Imagine a baby elephant tied to a small stake in the ground with a rope. At first, the elephant tries to break free, pulling with all its might. But the rope is too strong, and the stake holds firm. Over time, the elephant stops trying, accepting that it cannot break free. Years later, even as a fully grown adult capable of easily uprooting the stake, the elephant remains tethered, held back not by the rope, but by the belief that freedom is impossible. Are we not like that elephant in many ways? How often do we allow past failures or the opinions of others to tether us to mediocrity? How often do we give up before even trying, convinced that success is beyond our reach? The truth is, we all have the strength to break free. What we lack is the belief that we can. Take the example of world-renowned author J.K. Rowling. Before the Harry Potter series became a global phenomenon, she faced countless rejections from publishers. She was a struggling single mother, battling depression and barely making ends meet. Many would have given up after the first few rejections, convinced that their work wasn't good enough. But Rowling refused to limit her challenges. She challenged her limits, persevering against all odds until her vision became a reality. Her story is a testament to the power of resilience and belief in oneself. But why do we often hesitate to challenge our limits? The answer lies in fear of failure, fear of rejection, and fear of stepping outside our comfort zones. Comfort zones are deceptively alluring. They offer safety and predictability, shielding us from the unknown. but they also confine us, preventing growth and robbing us of the chance to discover what we're truly capable of. Growth begins where the comfort zone ends. It requires us to embrace discomfort, take risks, and confront our fears head-on. Consider this: every great achievement in history was once deemed impossible. The Wright brothers were told that human flight was a fantasy. Thomas Edison faced ridicule for his relentless attempts to create the light bulb. Nelson Mandela endured decades of imprisonment for his vision of a free and equal South Africa. These individuals achieved greatness not because they avoided challenges, but because they welcomed them, using each obstacle as a stepping stone toward their goals. So how do we shift our mindset from limiting challenges to challenging limits? It begins with self-awareness. We must identify the beliefs and fears that hold us back and question their validity. Are they based on facts, or are they merely assumptions? Next, we must set clear, ambitious goals that inspire us to stretch beyond our current capabilities. Goals provide direction and purpose, acting as a compass to guide us through the challenges ahead. However, setting goals is not enough. We must cultivate resilience, the ability to persevere in the face of adversity. Resilience is like a muscle; it grows stronger with practice. Each time we confront a challenge, we become better equipped to handle the next one. Embracing failure is a crucial part of this process. Failure is not the opposite of success, but a stepping stone toward it. Every failure teaches us valuable lessons, providing the insights needed to improve and move forward. To illustrate this, let me tell you about Thomas Edison. When asked about his numerous failed attempts to create the light bulb, he famously replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This perspective transformed what could have been a source of discouragement into a source of motivation. Edison's ability to reframe failure as a learning experience was key to his success. In addition to resilience, we must cultivate a growth mindset, the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. A growth mindset enables us to view challenges as opportunities rather than threats. It encourages us to take risks, embrace feedback, and persist in the face of setbacks. Psychologist Carol Dweck, who pioneered the concept of the growth mindset, found that individuals with this mindset achieve more because they focus on the process of learning rather than the fear of making mistakes. Building a supportive environment is equally important. Surrounding ourselves with people who uplift and inspire us can make a world of difference. Positive influences can help us stay motivated, provide constructive feedback, and remind us of our potential when we doubt ourselves. Mentors, in particular, can be invaluable, offering guidance and sharing their experiences to help us navigate our own challenges. In real-world applications, the principle of challenging limits has led to breakthroughs in every field imaginable. In sports, athletes like Serena Williams and Usain Bolt have shattered records by refusing to accept limits. In science, innovators like Marie Curie and Elon Musk have pushed the boundaries of what we thought possible. Even in everyday life, ordinary individuals achieve extraordinary things by challenging their limits, whether it's running a marathon, starting a business, or overcoming personal hardships. Ultimately, the choice to challenge our limits lies within us. It requires courage, determination, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. But the rewards are immeasurable. By challenging our limits, we not only achieve our goals, but also discover who we truly are. We realize that our potential is far greater than we ever imagined. As I close, I leave you with this question: what limits are you ready to challenge today? What steps will you take to move beyond the boundaries that have held you back? The journey ahead may be difficult, but it will also be incredibly rewarding. So don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Thank you.